Once you have controlled the mount, you can sit up and use the Americana shoulder lock to finish the fight. Slap your opponent in the face and push his arm down to the ground. Land your elbow on the crook of his neck and get your second hand underneath his arm and secure your own wrist with a thumbless grip. To apply the pressure, slide his wrist down to your feet as you raise your elbow up to the sky, making sure his wrist is on the ground the whole time. Notice the back hook entry, knee off the ground, toes facing up to the sky. Heavy hips. Front knee out, back hook in. I never apply pressure while my partner is testing my base. I wait for him to be done and then I apply pressure slowly. The neck hug variation of the Americana is very powerful. It allows me to finish the fight without having to sit up, staying low and keeping control of my opponent the whole time. I go for a punch and he blocks it. I circle my hand and control his wrist. I feed his wrist to my other hand in two thumbful grips. I let go of the wrist and I go under his arm with my palm up. I get a hold of my own wrist in a thumbful grip. I loose my hook and I circle, looping off his head. I shoot my foot back in, my hook back in, and I stay heavy. I finish by dragging his wrist and lifting my elbow. Notice how prior of looping my arm off his head, I relax my leg, put my knee on the ground. Once I loop the arm off his head, I shoot my foot back up to the sky. When going for the neck hug variation, it is possible that my opponent might grab my arm, making it impossible for me to loop it off his head. In that case, I raise his elbow and get my head over, push his wrist to the side and hold hands in a palm-to-palm grip. I adjust south, making sure his arm is against his neck. I jump off the mount and I keep my hips very low. I flex my arms to tap him with the head and arm choke. Sometimes, to make it tighter, I like grabbing my biceps and putting my other hand on his forehead, switching my legs and raising his head for the tap.